Nestled in a rapidly evolving suburb of Bangkok, the Reborn House stands as a thoughtful response to the frictions of urban growth. Originally constructed 3 decades ago in Thailand's early modern style, the residence was once defined by compartmentalized rooms and classic wooden craftsmanship. However, when a newly constructed public road sliced through the village, it shattered the neighborhood's quiet rhythm and stripped the home of its privacy. Designed by DARE, Design Arena Plus Research, under lead architect Kunnapat Wongthavornman, the 2024 renovation completely reimagines the 145 square meter structure. By layering modern protective buffers over preserved traditional elements, the design creates a quiet, light-filled sanctuary that turns its back on street noise while remaining intimately tied to nature. From high above, you can see how the Reborn House holds its ground within the dense fabric of suburban Bangkok. Surrounded by neighboring homes with traditional tiled hip roofs, the residence immediately stands out through its crisp white upper volume and sculpted perimeter wall. Yet it maintains a harmonious dialogue with the existing architectural context. The surrounding foliage frames the plot, showing how the architects strategically retained the house's original roofline while weaving fresh, modern geometries into the compact footprint. Looking at the site plan reveals the central challenge that drove the entire design. When municipal infrastructure pushed a busy new thoroughfare straight through the original peaceful village layout, it altered the home's relationship with its environment overnight. To counter the constant exposure and traffic noise, DARE mapped out a strategy of defense and inward orientation, turning what could have been a disruptive obstacle into the primary catalyst for spatial reorganization. Coming down to street level, the new entrance facade presents a calm, protective face to the passing world. A smooth, gray concrete wall curves softly inward to embrace a mature tree, creating an organic buffer right at the property line. Above the wall, lightweight white steel mesh screens wrap around the second story like a translucent veil, allowing sunlight and breezes to reach the interior while shielding the private quarters from inquisitive eyes on the street. Glancing up from the entry threshold, the dialogue between old and new becomes striking. The curved white metal screen and clean steel support columns meet the dark, heavy eaves of the original hip roof, showcasing a deliberate material contrast. Rather than tearing down the past, the design celebrates the home's 30-year heritage by framing traditional wooden roof details with contemporary industrial elements. As twilight sets in, the exterior facade undergoes a gentle transformation. Warm light spills from within, filtering through the perforated mesh balcony screens to turn the upper floor into a soft, glowing lantern against the darkening Bangkok sky. Low-level landscape lighting highlights the textured concrete steps and curved boundary wall, inviting you inside, away from the noisy street outside. Passing through the front gate brings you into a secluded entry courtyard that immediately calms the senses. Concrete steps embedded with subtle LED strip lighting lead up to a warm timber deck, surrounded by lush tropical ferns and hanging vines that trail down from the balcony above. A sculpted concrete ledge houses a dark stone wash basin, while river pebbles line the base, creating a tactile transition buffer before you step inside the house. Stepping onto the raised wooden deck, the boundary between inside and out completely dissolves. Wide glass sliding doors retract to connect the outdoor terrace directly to the main living room, allowing cross-ventilation to sweep through the home. Just off the deck sits a quiet water pond framed by tropical greenery, offering a serene backdrop for quiet afternoon reading while keeping the bustling neighborhood entirely out of sight. Moving into the living area, the space opens up into a luminous, minimalist sanctuary. Full-height, floor-to-ceiling glass paneling lines the garden edge, allowing natural light to wash across smooth, pale floor tiles. Custom warm oak cabinetry spans the wall, integrating storage, a desk workspace, and a media center, creating an uncluttered living environment focused on comfort and greenery. Continuing through the open-plan ground floor, you enter the central dining zone, where the old house's history meets the new open layout. A glass dining table sits beneath a dramatic double-height lightwell atrium, flooding the center of the home with daylight. To one side, the original dark wood staircase stands proudly preserved, its traditional carved balusters acting as a sculptural bridge connecting the ground floor to the upper level. A closer look at the dining space highlights the refined material palette. Soft white upholstery, clear glass, and natural timber furniture harmonize with warm oak cabinetry that extends into a fully equipped pantry counter. Hanging overhead, a cluster of sculptural globe pendant lights draws the eye upward into the soaring void, emphasizing the newly introduced sense of vertical volume. Standing near the dining table and looking vertically through the open atrium reveals how the house interconnects its levels. Light washes down from high-level windows, creating a bright central core around which daily life unfolds. From here, you can see how the modern white walls and minimalist upper hallway overlook the ground floor, keeping family members visually connected, whether they are dining below or navigating the upper corridor. Adjacent to the dining area, the kitchen pantry nook exemplifies functional elegance. Warm oak wood paneling frames a white marble-patterned backsplash illuminated by warm LED strip lighting under the upper cabinets. This compact coffee station keeps daily appliances neatly organized while maintaining the clean, serene aesthetic of the open living environment. Examining the first floor architectural plan illustrates how the redesign cleared away the original dark, compartmentalized rooms. The ground floor now flows as an open, interconnected zone containing the living, reading, and dining areas. By opening the floor plan to face the side garden terrace, pool feature, and entry courtyard, the layout maximizes natural light while wrapping service spaces along the solid perimeter boundaries. Turning toward the stairwell, a view looking down the preserved wooden staircase highlights its intricate detail. The original dark timber treads, handrails, and ornate turned spindles were carefully restored and integrated into the modern renovation. Framed by clean white plaster cutouts and crisp geometric angles, the staircase acts as a living artifact of the home's 30-year history, grounding the new modern interior in traditional Thai craftsmanship. The second floor plan shows the layout of the home's private sanctuary spaces. Arranged around the central stairwell landing and open atrium void are the master bedroom, second bedroom, shared bathroom, and family altar space. Deep upper terraces, planter boxes, and external screen buffers encircle the bedrooms, ensuring privacy and outdoor access without exposure to the surrounding street. Ascending to the second-floor corridor, you are greeted by rich, dark wood parquet flooring laid in a classic herringbone pattern. A sweeping, sculptural curved white wall introduces a soft, fluid motion to the hallway layout. Warm oak doors conceal private rooms, maintaining a clean, quiet aesthetic along the upper circulation path. Positioned along the top landing of the stairwell sits the family altar area, a quiet space dedicated to spiritual reflection. Tiered marble display steps hold prized Buddha statues and floral offerings. Tall vertical windows pull soft daylight into the nook, illuminating the sacred figures, while the original dark wooden stair railing frames the foreground. A broader perspective of the shrine area highlights how naturally traditional spiritual practices fold into modern architecture. The marble-stepped altar integrates seamlessly with the surrounding white walls and warm, recessed ceiling lighting. The rich tones of the herringbone timber floor enhance the sacred feel of the space, creating a calm retreat at the heart of the upper level. Moving into the master bedroom suite, a dedicated study nook offers a quiet workspace overlooking the private upper deck. A floating wooden desk spans the width of the room, positioned beside floor-to-ceiling glass sliding doors. Step through the glass onto the balcony, where a timber handrail top ledge, wood decking, and white mesh screens provide an intimate outdoor spot to work or relax while protected from exterior noise. Inside the master bedroom sleeping quarter, minimalist design creates an atmosphere of rest and privacy. A low platform bed sits on dark herringbone floors, anchored by heavy acoustic drapes that can completely enclose the room. Corner glass windows look out toward the white exterior facade screen, diffusing harsh sunlight into a soft glow, while blocking direct views from neighboring properties. From another angle in the master workspace, an interior glass window reveals a direct view across the double-height dining atrium. This strategic internal opening connects the private bedroom study with the home's main central void. Soft ambient light hanging from the pendant lamp glows just outside the glass, reinforcing the visual continuity between upper and lower levels. Reviewing Architectural Section A offers a clear structural view of how the house stacks its functions. The diagram details the car park and dining zone on the ground floor beneath the master bedroom suite above, illustrating the acoustic and spatial separation between public and private realms. It also highlights how the protective front screen acts as a buffer wall, shielding the upper living quarters from the exterior street. Architectural Section B provides a cross-sectional perspective showing the relation between the ground floor living room, garden terrace, and upper floor bedrooms. The drawing shows how the original pitched hip roof structure was preserved while inserting new double-height volumes and outdoor decks underneath. This balanced sectional profile demonstrates how light and air circulate freely across both levels, despite the tight urban site constraints. Returning to the street as night falls, the Reborn House completely glows from within. Soft architectural backlighting highlights the organic curve of the solid perimeter fence, casting warm light on the featured tree at the center of the entrance. The white mesh screens of the second story diffuse interior light softly outward, giving the home a delicate, weightless presence along the streetscape. A final exterior view against the moody evening sky highlights the home's striking presence in its suburban setting. The Reborn House stands as a testament to how intelligent architectural adaptation can rescue a home compromised by urban sprawl. By wrapping modern protective screens and lush green buffers around a 30-year-old Thai structure, the design crafts an enduring refuge that balances heritage, privacy, and contemporary living. Ultimately, the Reborn House demonstrates the power of adaptive architecture to heal urban disruption. Rather than abandoning a 30-year-old residence overwhelmed by new municipal roads, DARE, Design Arena Plus Research, breathed fresh life into its structure. By retaining the soul of its traditional wooden details and hip roof, while enveloping the footprint in modern acoustic buffers, expansive glass, and lush outdoor terraces, the project crafts a peaceful, light-filled haven. It stands as an inspiring model for contemporary suburban living, one where architectural heritage and modern privacy exist in complete, quiet harmony.